I was talking to Keith this morning, and I to give you guys an update on what's going on around here. I haven't had a video out in about 2 weeks, and I wanted to let you know what's going on. So I'll keep it short. Right before I shut down to start doing the bronze molds and the pours, I noticed that my rejects were starting to climb on the cast iron. Now I'm back on cast iron, and I'm trying to problem solve what was going on to create those rejects, and part of it was my heat. I'm not getting up there hot enough. So I decided I better go ahead and shut it down, do some patchwork, maintenance on the furnace, check the diffusers. They were clogged with soot. Got all that cleaned out. That's what atomizes the fuel into the pre-burner before it goes into the main chamber. Got all that working well, and I think I'm getting close to where I should be. There's a few more tweaks I need to make based off the test molds that I've been pouring. Part of the complexity of casting is doing tests to make sure that you're producing good quality material. And I'm having trouble getting there. I'm not satisfied with what I'm getting yet, but it's coming very soon. The way the test works is you make a mold and you pour it that night. And then you examine it the next day, and if it failed, you make another one, pour it, examine it the next day. And you keep doing that every night, same cycle, until you start getting a good casting, or in this case, a good set of castings, because I'm casting 2 in 1 mold. Last week and a half, I have had unacceptable castings every night. I'm doing the same repetitive thing, making a little change here, making a little change there. And I'm getting very close, but it's still not what I consider acceptable castings. If it's got USA on it, by golly, I want to give you the very best casting you can get your hands on. I take great pride in my work, and I hope you guys understand that. And I hope you understand how much work goes into this. It's not something I just slap together. And to make matters worse, about a month ago, my kiln went down on me. I fried it, and I started tearing into it, trying to figure it out. Well, I'm no electrician, but I do know that I've got a voltage regulator somewhere in the system, and it must be built into the pot. And instead of messing with all that, I decided to just go ahead and get another one in here. Luckily, a friend of mine had one, so I got that, and I've got to wire the controller along with a thermocouple into this one now and get it wired and running, which shouldn't take more than a day to do that. Someone had said about a month ago in some of the comments on a previous video that they were amazed at the complexity of a mold and how much work went into that. Well, it's equally, if not more, work in getting a good melt. It's not as simple as pouring lead, especially when you're talking about cast iron and when you're talking about pouring good quality cast iron. So my heat has been part of the problem, I believe. I also make a little tweak to the mold here and there as I do things, and I take notes on everything I do, and everything from the air pressure, all that stuff has to be monitored. And like I said, I won't bore you any more about this. I did want to cover that with you and explain what's going on. Currently, I have 5 9-inch straight edges that are due, that are paid for. And if you guys are watching this, just know that it's coming. I got one that's completely stress relieved, packaged, it's ready to go. And the other, I've got 2 that are poured, waiting to be stress relieved. Well, I can't do that yet until I get a way to stress relieve it. And I've got to pour 2 more. So I'm going to hold off till I get the other 2 poured before I throw 4 of those in the kiln once I get it going. I have over a dozen one-off patterns sitting right over here from individual customers that I'm trying to hurry up and get taken care of, as well as trying to get the 12-inch straight edge running right. So once I get that resolved, everything else will fall right in place. But I just want you guys to continue to be as understanding as you have been, and be rest assured your stuff is coming. I can't tell you when though. For those that don't know, this job is not my only one. I also work a part-time 40-hour job in the daytime, an hour away from here. So I'm away from this place 10 hours out of the day, and then I resume doing the foundry work every evening and work as late as I can on a nightly ritual. So I guess that's about it. I think I've got everything covered. And like I said, maybe in about 2 weeks I'll start having regular videos coming back out, and we'll be having fun by then. But I hope y'all have a good night regardless, and I'll see y'all the next time.